Welcome to Fix It with Jeff. Today we're going to be working on our 2010 Chevy Express 2500. So what we got going on is a couple things. So we've been having an intermediate ABS light. I already know traction control is coming on, but that's also intermediate. So I'm not sure if I could get this to do anything. It's telling me the driver door is open. So we're not getting anything. It was steady on yesterday, and then today it went off, and it's kind of intermediate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check our ground, and I'll show you where that's at on this vehicle. Okay, so under the driver's side wheel, right behind the driver's side wheel, on the frame, there's your ground. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna get a wire brush. We're gonna clean this up and see if this will fix our intermediate issue of the ABS coming on and off. I do know I gotta change the wheel hubs. They are kind of loud. We're gonna get the wheel hubs changed. We're probably gonna change out the shocks because it's kind of a little bit of a hard ride. We're gonna give it an oil change, and we're gonna change the brakes. So there's gonna be a lot of videos coming out on this Chevy Express van. Other than that, let's clean up our ground here. We'll probably have maybe a 10 millimeter, maybe 12 or 13. We'll see which one we have to get that off and clean that up. Okay, so this was a 10 millimeter. Go ahead and get this out. And then we have our wire brush on our drill. Make sure you wear safety glasses for this, because these little things could fly off. So we'll go ahead and get that cleaned up, and we'll come back. And then what you also want to do is get a wrench or something to hold this thing, so you can clean the inside of that also. So let's get that cleaned up, see what that looks like. Okay, so we got this cleaned up. We'll go ahead and hook this back up, and we'll plug back in our steering sensor. I don't know, see if we get that issue, but maybe not, because I'm not 100% sure if the steering position sensor is bad on this, so I don't want to hook that up right yet. I just want to make sure this ABS light don't come on anymore. But if it does, I know the next step, we'll look at our wheel hubs. We'll put the scanner on there, see if we get any codes, if it stays illuminated. But right now it's not illuminated, and I don't know if it'll pull any codes. So let's hook this back up and see if we get the error anymore. So like I said, I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll have to drive it around and see if this will ABS light will come back on. Till next time, I'll keep you posted on what goes on with this, and we'll see what happens in a few days. Okay, so it's been a couple days now since I fixed the ground issue, and I haven't had an ABS light come back on. So this is my recommended fix. This would be only recommended if you've had an issue with the light coming on and coming off. Other than that, if the light stays on, you'll want to get a scanner on here. Read the codes. If you get a scanner that reads ABS codes, read the codes and see what might be wrong. There's quite a few components here. On this one in particular, I have a speed sensor that is separate from the wheel bearing hub, whereas some cars, the wheel hub bearing assembly has the speed sensor built into it. So this particular vehicle has the speed sensor separate and a wheel hub assembly separate. So it's two separate components for that. And then you'll have the ABS module, or ABS pump is what they would call it, that activates the braking system when needed. Then you also have the fuse. Possibly it could be a bad fuse that you have. So you want to check all those components and read your codes and figure out what might be wrong. But in my situation, this is what fixed my ABS code, because I just had a grounding issue because it was going on and off. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, throw any comments down. We will be doing a replacement of the wheel hubs, and because I think that those are bad because I'm hearing noise from them. Coming up with also changing out the brakes. We'll be coming up with a video doing that. So stay tuned, and until next time, Fix It with Jeff.